Alright. Hopefully some people start rolling in a couple minutes here. Gonna give it a second though. I don't want to do an encounter if no one's here. That'd be really awkward to find something. Just gotta check, make sure. Yo, Batman Man, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today, man? Good to see you, good to see you. Glad I'm able to see you, because as you saw, I know you commented on it, my computer was kind of ripped. But fortunately, it doesn't seem like it's quite the issue I thought it was. Still an issue, still gotta get it looked at, but it's not the problem it was before. Yo, Juan Manuel Garcia, welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? You're doing good. Good to hear. Good to hear. But yeah, I'm hype. I'm hype. We have the computer back. It's working. We can stream. It's been a couple days because of that. Brady, welcome as well. Glad to see you guys. Glad to see you guys here. But yeah, so we were having issues. So basically what happened is Friday we finished at 8,000 encounters on Emerald, which was crazy. But Saturday, had a family coming to town, was hanging out with them. Couldn't exactly stream then, you know. As well as Community Day also happened in there, so like I usually don't stream on Community Days. Sunday, I was working on my computer, and like it was doing updates and stuff all the way, and it was taking so long it wasn't gonna finish before the stream had to happen. So couldn't stream Sunday. Yesterday couldn't stream because computer was dead because it died Sunday night. So that's the situation. That is how the situation has progressed. But I was able to take it apart, look at it, and I was able to mess with some stuff, and it's working now. It's working now. You're doing pretty good. Awesome. It's been a while. It has King of Wrong. How are you doing today? Glad you're back. 3 days felt like so long. I know. I didn't mean... Like I said, Saturday was the day I felt like I wasn't going to be able to stream. Just like I said, plans and things were happening. Sunday was kind of an internet issue, kind of a computer issue. Yesterday was absolutely like a computer desktop. My PC is having issues. But today, I had some free time, looked at it, and it's working. It's working. I still have the warranty claim filed and stuff because some other stuff's still wrong. But for now, the stream can happen. Nightmares, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Remember that I was hunting Ralts 46? I have been hunting Ralts for a long time now, man. I've been hunting it for a very, very long time. I'm hoping we don't have to hunt it much longer. Because we're really, really close to hitting full odds on the Emerald save, which means we should be getting around... We should be seeing some shiny. It doesn't necessarily have to be Ralts, but we should be seeing some shiny. Were my subs 1.4K? What do you mean by that? I mean, at some point they were. I didn't just, like, gain, you know, 200 subs and blow past that number or anything. Especially not after 1,000. Like, the first 900 subs, yeah, I could totally see, like, a week having had that happen, but from 1,000 onwards, it wasn't really the case. Yo! Dragon Tamer, what's going on, dude? Welcome to the stream. I got a shiny Bisharp over the weekend, and now you're dual island scan hunting Greninja and Delphox. Awesome! Best of luck to you there, man. Best of luck. So how has everyone's day been going? And honestly, how has everybody's weekends? Because I haven't really talked to you guys since Friday. Hope you guys were able to check out the newest This Week in Pokemon video. It was very late, both in terms of I meant to get it out Wednesday and it came out technically Saturday. And also in terms of it came out at like 3 a.m. So it really wasn't the optimal time to be viewed, but hope it turned out okay. I'm working to try to get that schedule again, try to get that schedule a bit better tonight. If I have some time, I may or may not, depending on like what all happens this evening. I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to get some writing done for it so I can record better, so I can like record more quickly tomorrow, so I can have more time to edit. Just came back from school. How was school, man? You're good. So you have to go play with your friends. Oh, let me hear that. Alright, dude, alright. Well, it's good seeing you, man. Good seeing you. Go have fun with your friends. Means zombie Bulbasaur? Yes. Honestly, it looks even, like, I forget, like, multiple people commented that. I think it may have been your comment, it may have been someone else's that I, like, mentioned how someone took the pop figures and, like, was like, hey, well, what if I changed the eye color to make it look more like Bulbasaur, give it the red eyes? No. It made it look even more possessed, more monster-like. Tegan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Got yourself some Ritz and you're ready for a relaxing stream. Awesome. Hopefully it can be relaxing, but it can still be exciting. I want to get that. I want to get the Uxie today. My goal, get the Uxie and move on. Get some more hunts going. I want to get it today. We got hopefully a whole 2 hours here. I also, part of the reason I was kind of upset that the streams weren't able to happen for a little bit there was I finally got some more antenna wire. Like, they make extension cables for Wi-Fi antennas and stuff. Like the small little coax cables that they use for the actual antenna. And I bought 2 meters of it, which is enough to run from my computer to where I normally put, like, the other outside antennas that I buy. So I'm able to get, like, hopefully the best of both worlds here. I used to have that, which means hopefully the streams can go off without a hitch from here on out. Bulbasaur looked like a parasite. Kind of. I can see it. Yo, Char3640, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Good to have you here. Please don't self-promote though. YouTube automatically flags those comments. And it is against the rules. Also, so guys, on the topic, kind of, if we're still on the topic of This Week in Pokemon stuff, if you guys have anything you want me to talk about, like, in tomorrow's episode, because I'm going to try my best to get tomorrow's episode out tomorrow. If you guys have any suggestions for what I should put in tomorrow's episode, let me know. Let me know. Give me suggestions, and I will absolutely take them into consideration and put them on there. Just post them either on the chat here, and I'll try to remember it, or post it on Discord in the suggestions channel or something. Because I'd love to talk about, like, stuff you guys are really interested in. Like, more specific than, obviously, if you're subbed to this channel, you probably like Pokemon. Excuse me. Yeah, if you're subbed to this channel, you probably like Pokemon, you know? Oh, well, you know what Bulbasaur really looks like? It looks kind of like a Ditto as a Bulbasaur. It kind of looks like it. Like, the mouth isn't the normal Ditto smile, but the eyes, absolutely. The eyes are absolutely Ditto eyes, I think. That's my new theory on it. How would a Pokemon rant on the Pokemon I hate or dislike? I don't want to, like, bash anything in it, though. Like, the whole idea of it's, like, news-type stuff. There might be other places for, like, you know, top 10s and bottom 10s and stuff like that. which I've considered making some of those in the past. I've tried to figure out how to write the script for it, but yeah, so in general, it's more like the newsy kind of things. I hope to kind of keep there. I hope to kind of keep that a little bit less biased, you know, but I'll definitely consider that as far as like potentially trying to make like some top Pokemon videos or bottom Pokemon videos type stuff. So happy with the bear you made. That's awesome, Tegan. It really did look cool. Like, it looked like professionally done. I thought it was really, really cool. You're still hunting Skarmory. Well, good luck with that one. I hope you get it. I'm still hunting Magnemite off stream. Does anyone know where to find the elevator key in Team Flair's lab? I do not. I do not. But that's because I haven't played that far in X. Head scientist? That'd be the first place I check. That is a good question, though. I have no clue where they are. But I think it's a good plan. Yo! Move the 2. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How have you been? I feel like it's been a little while since you've been here. Been a little bit. Good to see ya. Chair. Yes, Chair, the shiny Poochyena. We were out of names at that point. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. I'm just excited. I'm still really, really excited I was able to get my computer working again. We're very, very close to odds. I don't remember being here at all. I think you came in with a raid one time, maybe, and stuck around. I remember asking you how to pronounce the name, or how to pronounce your username. Oh yeah, welcome back. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. I'm gonna keep mentioning it, but I'm just so excited the computer is functional again. I really thought it was a goner for a little bit, like I was gonna be down and out, wasn't gonna be able to stream for like weeks, because like the whole return process and like warranty claiming stuff in general can just be a pain in the butt, you know, because like as far as the company's concerned, like they've just got to go through certain channels and certain things have to happen. So like as of like yesterday afternoon, I made the claim and it was like, alright, well within 2 days you will hear something. So it's been a day, so there's still another day until I might even hear from them say, hey, you know, what's the exact issue? Like we saw what you mentioned here, it's like, yeah, well this happened and stuff, and then they have to be like, okay, well here's the warranty stuff, we'll send you new parts, and then you send us the old parts back. And how long it's going to take for them to send me the new parts, who knows. So it could have been multiple weeks that I would have been like out of commission as far as streaming and stuff. But again, fortunately, it's all working. It's all good right now. Shiny hunt Sinnoh Pokemon, please. We're hunting Manaphy. Technically, it was supposed to be yesterday, but my computer was dead. I do have some of those hunts planned. I'm not far enough along in any Sinnoh game to specifically do like Poké Radar hunts. I have a whole bunch of other things I'm working on with that. If I can do some Pokemon Radar, I will do some at some point. Technically, we are hunting a Sinnoh Pokemon right now. We are hunting Uxie. That is a Sinnoh hunt. It's just in Alola. Yeah, Bidoof and Arceus, the two reasons you need. Who needs any more to know that Sinnoh is a great region? Bidoof alone does it, and Arceus is just icing on the cake. Bidoof is God. Really, really what we know is that Sinnoh has really overpowered Pokemon. You've got, you know, Arceus, Giratina, Palkia, Dialga, you know, they're pretty powerful. But then on top of that, on top of already having like 4 pretty solid legendaries and mythicals, they're like really, really powerful, you have Bidoof, which just beats them all, hands down. At least Diamond Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Shiny Hats. Yeah, so, like I mentioned, Manaphy is a hunt that I have been doing kind of on and off. It's really, really hard and really, really time consuming, so I do need to, like, set it as a separate thing. Like, I need to get it in its own time slot. I've tried multiple times to, but time and time again, I've had issues with getting it set up. Yesterday, the issue was just not having a computer to do it. But overall, I am working towards getting Manaphy going as its own full thing, really. If even oof in its name. It's even got oof. Oof, like straight up big oof. Almost knocked over my cap card again. Sinnoh and Hoenn were your favorite regions. See, Hoenn's definitely up there as mine. I did play, like, when I was a kid I played a bit of Sinnoh, but my DS got broken and all that whole story. So I haven't been able to play much Sinnoh since then, because 2 of my 3 Sinnoh cartridges, because I have Diamond Pearl and Platinum, 2 of them are tied up with the Manaphy hunt. Like, I can't use them for anything else, or it kind of messes with stuff. So, Platinum's the only one I can really play on. I'm like halfway through Platinum. Platinum has some like connection issues, like the contacts have gone bad. Yo, Raphael, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? This is Or. I'm okay. There have been some people who have said Or's their favorite. I haven't actually played in it at all. I haven't played any of those games. But there's definitely a following. It's definitely got a good bit of fan base behind it. It's your first time using Gliscor on your team. Any tips? It's your flying type Pokemon. I'm terrible with battling and team composition, so don't ask me. Someone in chat, on the other hand, probably knows. Probably has some pretty good ideas for you. You wish trade evolutions would be gone. They're here to stay. They've been here since the beginning. It's to promote, like, it's to promote people buying more games. You know, like, you need at least 2 copies of the game between, like, you need one and your friend needs one, at least, for you to be able to do that trade and get that evolution. As well as also it kind of promotes, like, you playing with friends and stuff, which is the more, like, light-hearted way to think about it, is, like, it actually kind of promotes you interacting with other people who are into Pokemon and stuff. I understand how it's frustrating, though. It took me forever to finish the Let's Go decks because of trade evolutions. Make a stream where I finish Platinum. There's a lot of Platinum left. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really do Let's Play streams very well. Like, I've tried it before. I'm not, like... It's not that I'm not a fan of it. I feel like I'm floundering the whole time. Like, I feel like it's going really, really poorly. Just because of, like, how I'm used to playing a video game versus how a stream wants you to play a video game, you know? Like, it's different. It's very different. On one hand, I play games pretty slow and grindy, but people want it to be entertaining. People also want you to be good, which I'm not, because I just play slow and grindy and it works. So I ended up making it honestly probably takes me longer to, like, fail at a battle 4 times, like, an important battle like Trials or Gyms, and go back and repeat it like 7 or 8 times before I actually am able to finish it. As opposed to what would have been, like, just grind for, like, a couple minutes and then battle it, and it would have been great. Yo, Fred Hedgehog, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Your game glitched out. Oh no, how so? Made it to Veilstone, went to get Razorfang, and now you need to hunt for Houndour. Best of luck. When Gen 8 comes out, someone is gonna buy 2 Switches just to trade Pokemon. Yeah. I mean, there probably are people who own multiple Switches who are gonna do that. I don't know fully, but at the same time, if you're gonna do that, like, if you're just buying 2 Switches to trade Pokemon, that's a little bit much. The trade Evos, I guess, maybe, if you're really that into it. Maybe. But at that point, just find someone else who has one, because Pokemon Bank exists for moving Pokemon around. Will I buy the new Animal Crossing game and give the series a shot? I definitely want to try it out. I definitely want to try it out, because Like, Animal Crossing is a series I've never played. Like, it's not like I played it and I didn't like it. It's like, sorry, my hair's really messed up today. It's getting too long to not wear a hat. But it's like right on the verge of I don't necessarily want to wear a hat, but it's getting long enough that I really should be wearing one. That's just sorry for that tangent. But yeah, I definitely want to give Animal Crossing a shot. I've heard great things about it. I've just never played it. So I don't have any negative feelings on it. It's not like I don't have it and I don't play it because I dislike it. It's like I've never tried it out. Like, it never really caught my interest before. It's part of it. It's part of it. So I'd love to try it out. It's so addictive. Like, I've heard great things. I've heard really great things. I want to give it a shot. I was hoping that we'd see some more stuff about it at the Direct, but we didn't. We didn't. Obviously, we're still kind of going along here with just waiting for more news than this year. Because, like, that's all we've heard at this point is, oh yeah, it's coming out 2019. All we have. Same with Pokemon. Same with Pokemon, honestly. Granted, we don't even know, is Animal Crossing coming out, like, in November? Or is it coming out in, like, April? We have no information on it. And it's been longer, like, Animal Crossing got announced after Pokemon got announced, but I don't think it was announced in the same way. Like, Animal Crossing kind of got an announcement. Pokemon was like, calm down. Don't be so mad that we don't have a game on the Switch yet. Just wait. Like, that was the Pokemon announcement, was we are developing one, it will be out next year. That's what we heard. Yo, Timmy the Turtle, welcome to the stream. How goes the hunt? It goes well, it goes well. We're 4 encounters away on Uxie from being over odds. Hopefully we can go, hopefully, we don't have to go over odds. Why doesn't Mareep have a little hat? Mareep didn't go to 10,000 encounters. The top hat is the 10k top hat. So far, only Charmander has gone that far. We've had hunts come very, very close, but none have gone as far as Charmander. So Charmander has earned the top hat. Yeah, so if anything else hits 10k, it also gets to wear the top hat while it's on the screen. But nothing else has. From Viridian, like the forest? Pikachu. Uxie will appear in 30 more encounters. I would love to get it today. Like, my goal is to get Uxie today. Hopefully the odds RNG decides to like be in my favor for that, but I don't have much control over it. I'm really hoping it like gives me a gift today, you know? It's like here you go, have it. It's been so long, because Uxie hasn't gone that far odds-wise. But we've had so many internet issues and computer issues and other like scheduling issues that we've done like half the number of encounters we usually would have at this point. You will randomly find a shiny Pikachu then. $80.50 for Ralts. We'll see, Batman Man. I hope so. Oski, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? You need a flying type move for the Gliscor and the flying type gym. Or for the fighting type gym. I read that wrong. I don't know. I don't know what moves Gliscor can learn. Moist Sean, welcome to the stream. Can I watch Allison? No. I don't watch anything on stream. Also, any YouTube links you post are gonna immediately get flagged and removed by YouTube. Aerial Ace, probably a good one. Ultimate Lightning, welcome to the stream. Brave Bird might be a bit risky with that recoil damage. When will we get a dark type gym? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe Gen 8. That'd be cool. Yeah, Ultimate Lightning. There may be some people who want to trade. I don't know though. I don't know. I can't personally trade. I'm like stuck in hunts and have horrible internet. But there might be some people. Just realized that no dark type gym. It's weird to think, but yeah. Most of the time I feel like it gets overshadowed by something like ghost typing. Or it just ends up being a secondary typing on some Pokemon at other gyms. Acrobatics? That one served me really well on Vikavolt. I wouldn't bash that one at all. I would totally recommend it if you can use it. In between my Ralts, I predict a Lotad will appear. We'll see, Timmy, we'll see. I'm okay with that. As long as it's not a Poochyena, I am okay with that. A free Porygon, awesome! How'd you get that? Probably because it's the weakest type offensively. Maybe, I guess, like, if you don't really want to... You want to build a gym that's mildly competitive. If you have a really weak type, then it's not going to work out very well. But at the same time, I don't think that that's necessarily, like, a hindrance and something that'll make it where they can't possibly ever make a gym that way. It's not like the gyms have to be perfect, like, actually competitive things, like... They seem to be a trainer that's a little bit stronger than everyone else around them and uses one type. Got an Veilstone. Nice! Nice. I've been looking for some Porygons in Pokemon Go recently. I need one more to have enough to make my living dex. But I need several more to actually, like, complete it, you know? Like, to actually get the candies. But I don't know if I'll be able to do that, because, you know, all this craziness with, like, the Valentine's Day event that's, like, causing them to spawn is ending in, like, 2 days, so I really need to, like, look for them tomorrow if the weather lets me. Sableye and Spiritomb are examples of the best typings. Fairy types are added to combat this. Fairy types, yes, Fairy types are added to combat a whole bunch of, like, really intense, like, really strong Pokemon. The gym would have to rely on effects, foul play, payback. Would be a must. People have probably designed so many different, like, dark type gyms that would probably be really viable. I'm not, like, again, I'm not super competitive, so any typing in a gym, the most I'm gonna go up against it with is, like, just maybe some Pokemon that are type effective. That's all I've got going for me there. Next house behind the shopping mall and behind the Pokemon Center. Okay. I'll have to keep that in mind. Crunch is the most powerful move at a whopping 80 power. Oof. There's only one true OP type, and it's electric. I don't know, I feel like ground's got some goodness going for it there. You literally have to walk on it to go everywhere. It controls you. Its Dark Ghost with Water Guard pre-Gen 5 was unkillable. Groundwater is amazing. It's pretty solid. Outside of, like, grass typing. You mean not actual groundwater? I mean, like, it's not just normal water typing. It's like, it's groundwater. It's like specifically, like, it has to be underneath the ground for it to be used. Yo, Hyptic, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Shiny, you talking about the Poke Radar? Toxic Sound, welcome to the stream. You got a shiny Zygarde from Wonder Trade. Are those possible to be Wonder Traded? Because I know they exist. I know they're like actually exist. Mythical's the only thing that can't be traded, right? Like a card collected Pokemon wouldn't have any issues. Like an event Pokemon, I guess, would be tradable, right? It's a counter. But, like, you're talking about, like, the one where it counts the number of Pokemon you've seen in a row? Because, like, from the Shaking Grass? Because that's the Pokeradar. Almost close to high school graduation day. That's awesome, Hype Dick. Congrats on that. I'm getting close to graduating college here pretty soon. We graduate May 23rd. Awesome. Awesome. That day's coming soon. Vanillix, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hit a plus button. That one's... I haven't heard of that one. Won't be here for long. You're at ACT prep. That's all good, man. That is all good. Graduate in June. Cool, cool. Yeah, I graduate in May as well. How many grades are there in America? Basically, you have kindergarten, and then you have 1st grade through 12th grade, and then if you go to college, you go to college from anywhere from 2 years to, like, potentially, like, 8 years, depending on what kind of degree you're going for. But yeah, as far as, like, getting through high school, you have kindergarten, and then you have 1 through 12. So you have 13, usually. Toxic Sound, thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. Why do you need to prep for ACT if the test is limited rigged, and you have to start guessing answers this little time you get? That's why you prep, so you have enough time. There's enough time on the ACT. There's enough time. I took both SAT and ACT because for some reason the SAT was like still mildly important at the time. It's very quickly losing popularity, but. Yeah, so I did the SAT and ACT, and aside from the writing section on the SAT, because I'm awful at writing, I just take forever when I actually write stuff by hand, I never ran out of time on anything. Yeah, 12 or 14 if you count pre-K and kindergarten. Yeah. There's no university. I mean, there is university, yeah, that's what you go to after 12th grade. But it's not required, so I wouldn't really count it, because, like, it could be anywhere from, also when you go to university, you can go for, like, an associate's degree, which is, like, 2 years, or you can go for, like, you know, a bachelor's degree, which is 4 years, or a master's, which is 6, or a doctorate, which is beyond that, and it's a whole extra level of complexity. Was the C-Dot shiny? It was not. It was not. C-Dot looks really... Like, I'm gonna describe, I have to look up and compare the two, but yeah, no, it wasn't shiny. Yeah, let's just go ahead and grab, I can find it on this list, C-Dot. Yeah, because you compare it to what it looks like now, it will be a very dark red if it's shiny. That one was not shiny. Here in Montreal, you have to learn French. Not that good at speaking it, but you're amazing at writing it. That's cool. That's cool. Being multilingual is awesome. I've tried learning some languages, like I took Japanese in college, but yeah, I'm nowhere near fluent in any of them. Yo, Chloe Palmer, welcome to the stream. You have a ton of shiny Ralts. I want to pick someone to give one to here. Yeah, feel free if you can find a way to give them out. Hoping for Greninja before Delphox as far as shinies go. Think you saved yourself. Well, that's good. Gotta save file for Emerald. Okay. Boring, but you need it. I feel that, man. There's so many things like you just don't want to do it, but it's gonna be so worth it in the end. Yeah, I get you, man. I get you. Hope you find a shiny. Well, thank you, Fred. I appreciate it. I'm really hoping to find Uxie today. That is my ultimate goal. And the number between 1 and 20. Whoever picks the number first gets it. Alright. I'm one of your favorite streamers. Well, that's awesome to hear. I'm glad. And I am honored to be one of your favorites, man. That's awesome. It's always good to hear that kind of stuff. How many can we... That's a good question before someone just types 1 through 20. Oh, 17. Okay. I would have guessed 7, personally. So I would have been kind of close. I don't have Sun anyway. Well, that would make it hard. That would make it very hard to collect on. Exactly, like that one, like that. You did it. You madman. You actually did it. I made it. I traded. I did it. I interacted with people. Passed first grade with that IQ. I mean, that's pretty high. It's pretty high. Like, you got Einstein. You got Einstein, like, shaking in his boots. The highest IQ ever seen, ever. Excuse me. I don't know why, but the past couple days, like this whole weekend, I've been super duper tired. Like the whole time. I think I'm starting to kind of come out of that. Like I feel much more energized right now than I have the past couple days around this time. But it is still an interesting time. It is still a little bit, like I'm not like about to pass out. Like that's where I was like the other day. It was like I was beyond tired. Like running on empty. Oh no, I totally just also hit the wrong button. You need to complete Emerald again, and you were so close to getting Latias. Aw, Fred, I'm sorry. Do you know what happened? Do you know what caused it to, like, get messed up? I gotta learn the Great Depression. Why not something Canadian? I mean, that was like a worldwide problem. Obviously, like the New York Stock Exchange crashing is a massive part of it, and leads to a lot of what kind of was a thing in the U.S. But like the Great Depression definitely affected everywhere in the world. Yeah, it's worldwide. It really was. It really was. It was because of how much the economies are all tied together. Keep thinking Greninja is shiny because of when it fades out of the black. I get that. I totally understand that. I'm kind of the same way with Uxie. I was definitely the same way with Rayquaza. Just like, because it's like the shiny's a little bit darker. Because the shiny's a little bit darker than the normal form and it's still the same colors for the most part, it really... It like fades past the shiny form, so you like see it, like you see it and you see the shiny, but it's not because it just doesn't stay. Emulator crashed, and then the PSP Vita went out of the emulator, and now it's not saved anymore. Oh no. That stinks. I'm sorry, Fred. I'm sorry about that, man. That's like extremely unfortunate, dude. I think a shiny Lotad will appear soon. Alright, Timmy. We'll see, we'll see. A Wurmple, a Lotad, a Zigzagoon, obviously a Ralts, a C-Dot, any of those I would be perfectly fine with. Just don't give me another Poochyena. That's all I care about. More like shiny Wurmple. We'll see, we'll see. We got a little over 100 encounters before we hit odds. Can do it again, but it'll take time. I know, man, I know. Like, obviously you can still play it again, but you already played it once. So now you have to do all of that again. And no one really wants to do that. Yo, Julian Pade, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? More like shiny Poochyena. No. Not allowed. Bad. Pick a number, it's important. 75. You're happy you didn't win because you had... You're happy you didn't win because you had to say your real name. Ah. Yeah, I mean, it's not like your name, unless you set your name in-game, like I did. Like, my name's Ian, in-game and out-of-game. So you made it to 50 straight wins in the battle tree. Congrats, one. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That is way more than I've ever made. I think I got to 10, like, one time. And I was proud of that. Yo, Mike, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, dude. How are you doing today? Actually got the shiny Rowlet. Awesome. Oh no. Chloe's disintegrated. Chloe's mysteriously left the chat. Oh no. Am I gonna watch the Ultra Sun and Moon tournament? You signed up. Awesome. I may have to watch. I don't know. I don't think I'd be able to participate because A, I don't have a team. B, I don't have good enough internet, I feel, to even remotely compete in it, but... When is it again? When is the tournament actually happening? So I feel like the registration's going through the end of the month, right? Earlier today you found a shiny Chinchou and a shiny Houndour in X. Congrats, Mike. Congrats. I have yet to find a shiny today. I think Thursday at midnight. Okay. Okay, so I was a week off. I'm gonna stay on the stream for an hour. Awesome, awesome. You got like a little over an hour left as it stands. Wish Let's Go had better online features. Agreed. I wish it was closer to a full-on game, but at the same time, it's not. It's never really been advertised as like the next big Pokemon game. Like, or I mean, it has been advertised as that, but like, it's not a U-Sum or Sun and Moon replacement. It's its own thing. So like, it not having quite the same features as what you would expect out of like the 2019 games isn't unreasonable. It's this Thursday. Okay. GTS would have been nice. That would have definitely been nice. I agree on that one. Yo, Cinder, I got my computer fixed. I got it kind of fixed. Yes, I still have all the stuff going on that I'm claiming like warranty on and everything. But it is up, it is running, and so far it hasn't magically turned off. Yo, Greg, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. It is a new sum. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Didn't know I was streaming. I didn't either until I messaged you like, hey, my computer's working. Because now I'm trying out the, the like Wi-Fi antenna extensions, because they're able to actually be used. To be completely real, that was like the reason why I tried again. I was like, I want to try these new like Wi-Fi antenna out. I want to see if I can get through a whole stream with it. You only get a dumb stamp after 50 wins. I know in the Battle Royale, doesn't that unlock like a new mode or something, like a new level or tier? It's the wrench person. It's one of the wrench people. It's the wrench person that actually shows up regularly. Yeah, Shiny Tapu Bulu. Yep, I know. I kind of want it because of that, but I already missed one of them. Anyone's doing the tournament? Chloe mentioned doing the tournament. Oh, you're gonna be doing it too, Mike? Awesome. Thursday is when Chloe said it was like the registration was ending. I think, if I understood right. Meanwhile, I still need to get a computer that's okay for streaming. Yeah, there's a little bit of a difference in the issues there. Mine was like, I got a new hard drive on Saturday that I needed just for the sake of being able to install like games and stuff again. So that's my thing, is I needed a new hard drive. So I got a new hard drive, put it in, and with all the like taking stuff out and like spraying canned air on it and like electronics cleaner to make sure it's all like functional and make sure it's all clean, because I already have it apart, may as well like clean it. With all that moving, I think like the RAM got unseated a little bit, and so it kind of worked, but then it didn't work, and so I had to like take the whole thing apart and put it all back together. And yeah, it was a mess. But so in all that process, at some point, something got a little bit unseated, and so it worked, and then it stopped working, and then it worked again, and then it did all the stuff that I was pointing out over, like, I guess Sunday night, where it was like, it crashed. It finally booted back up. I ran NEM test on it. It got like a little bit into that and failed, which meant that there were errors. And yesterday I tried fixing it more, and it made it worse. And today I was like, I'm going to try one last thing. Hopefully this fixes it. And it worked. And we're able to do it. Didn't expect the stream today. I didn't either. But I'm glad we're able to now. So we're going to get a shiny live on stream, but no one can see it? No, I really sincerely hope that never happens, Cinder. That would be the biggest rip ever. I don't want to see that happen for you. Didn't expect to stream today. Like I said, I didn't either until I was able to fix the computer. Like, you kind of see my message. You can see a message on the Discord where like, hey, the computer's functioning, and I'm like, I'm streaming. Like, it all happened within like an hour. Like a Lotad just uses a hat for Ralts. Isn't an invitation to something? The tournament? It's like you just have to register for it, I think. Like, I think that's it. Guys, Shiny Cresselia, to which the chat will say, wait, is there? No. Oh god, no. You have to go. Alright, see you later, Moo the 2. Thanks for tuning into the stream. It was good to see ya. Hope to see you again soon. Have a great day and night. You as well. Thank you. Thank you for that. Might record on the DS capture footage software as a backup. That might not lag as much. Like just record straight the like capture window. And as long as you're not doing that in parallel with the like stream capture, yeah, then it shouldn't lag as much. Because if you did it at the same time as the stream capture, it would honestly possibly cause as much lag, if not more, just because like the whole computer's lagging. But yeah, if you're just doing it separate, it should be okay. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Vanillix. Thanks for tuning in, man. Best of luck with your ACT prep stuff. Would like to see me enter. I would be so bad at it. I would be terrible. And part of my problem is like my internet would be kind of crappy too, so I don't know if I'd be able to hold it out. Yo, BBMCs, well, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? How have you been? Wonder what I get for 50 wins and double and multi battles. More stamps. Yeah, if you want to complete that passport. Or whatever the little like trainer booklet is or something. It goes until 7. Oof. So you got a while of it then, man. So it'll at least go until the stream's over. Rip. Rip. Still not gonna try if I have good teams. I don't have a good team in general. If I did, maybe I'd try, maybe I'd find a way. But again, part of the problem is like my internet's so absolute trash that my DSs can't connect to it. Yeah, see you later, Vanillix. Thanks for tuning in, man. You've been okay, remember how you said? Something else on Valentine. It didn't work out. Aw, man. Hey, that happens though. Things happen. Yeah. You never know unless like you give it a shot. So, you give it a shot, now you know. That's like, it does stink. You know, to an extent, like, there's definitely kind of like the, aw, man, you wish that it could have been one way, but it didn't end up being that way, but overall, now, like, you know, and there was a chance, yeah, overall, things will be okay, but I totally understand it being rough for a little bit. Good stuff, but okay, that's cool. Well, thanks for the offer, Greg. Thanks for the offer. I would totally be trying to go in. If I did do it, I would definitely do it with my own team. I don't know, I'm weird about that. I'm weird about trading for things. It's like, I try to get it on my own if it's physically possible for me to. You already did that Rotom picture mess? What Rotom? Oh, is there like stamps for like the Rotom picture things? For like the, like pictures you take in various places? Yo, T-Tune, what's going on? Good luck for the hunt. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm hoping to have some good luck. Like I said, I want to get Uxie today. That is my goal. That is my ultimate goal, is to get Uxie today. We still got an hour to do it. Hopefully it happens. Sableye can be a good competitive Pokemon. One weakness, multiple immunities, many resistances. I think that's what we were talking about earlier. That and like Spiritomb have like really solid typing as far as that goes. Shiny Poochyena, oh wait, it's yours. It's also math prep, so it's like, math prep's not bad. Granted, I'm like comp sci and math and everything, like that's the one thing I'm okay with. Typing is one thing, but stats are another. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have one, like you can't have one that's really solid. Like you can't have one be really solid and do well without the other backing it up. Who's my favorite legendary? Rayquaza. Hands down Rayquaza, also favorite shiny legend. That's why I was so excited to get it when we were able to get it. Lakin, welcome to the stream. You just got a cold and it's making your eyes teary. You look like a toad on Botox. I do not feel pretty. Oh no, I hope you feel better soon, Lakin. Hope you feel better soon. I know here at least I think some kind of cold things going around with people. I know a couple people who've been sick. Am I into sports? A little bit. Like I'll follow like my school's team with some sports, but beyond that, not really. I don't know. I never really got into them. Like I'm okay with watching some or playing some, like, you know, hang out and just like playing casually or whatever. But a lot of the professional stuff, I just don't really watch. I don't know. It doesn't pique my interest all that much. Your dog never let you look pretty. What does your dog have to say in how you look? Rayquaza is awesome. Your favorite will always be Mewtwo. That's fair. That's fair. I haven't gotten sick all winter. You feel lucky. Hopefully you can make it the rest of winter. We still got a little bit of time to go here. You're gonna go meet friends tomorrow, and people are gonna stare. It'll be all good, Lakin. It'll be all good. I promise. I promise. Everyone's gonna be so focused on themselves. You'll be good. You don't like Rayquaza's official pronunciation? Why not? Honestly though, like if you're able to get the point across, people know what you're talking about, I think it's fine. Whatever you decide to say. Rayquaza. Is that its official one? Because I've always heard its official one's actually Rayquaza. And there are people who just say Rayquaza. We played Kingdom Hearts 3 with teary eyes, still beating enemies. Proud mode. By the way, Kingdom Hearts 3 is amazing. I need to play all of Kingdom Hearts. Because I never got into that series. Like, I remember seeing, like, one of the boxes for it. I'm pretty sure it was for, like, the first one. At, like, Blockbuster at some point. And being like, I want to play this. Because, like, I was like, oh, that looks so cool. I'd love to play this. Because I had, like, you know, Mickey and all that stuff on it. Like, I had Mickey on it and, like, Goofy. And I was like, what are these Disney characters doing in this game? and so I really wanted to play it, but I didn't have a system that could play it at the time. It's based off of the word Quasar. That's kind of what I figure, like, with the pronunciation of Quasar. But I don't know, I always just say Rayquaza. Did you hear that Mikey and Jubilee got engaged? Yes, and also, in similar vein of news, Streamegg and Elle got married today. Super excited for them. Usually don't care about Pokemon pronunciations unless it's Raikou. I need to get out of here with your ooze. It is and always will be Raikou. Agreed, agreed. Like, it's definitely Raikou. Congrats to them. I'm so happy for them. Kingdom Hearts is the only game that's made you cry. I've played Last of Us and Walking Dead. Gotta be a pretty emotional game in that case. I'll have to give it a shot if I can find what system I can play everything on. Japanese pronunciation says it's Raikou. Oh, I am very aware of that one. That's why I do say Raikou. All the U is doing is extending the vowel. It's pronounced Rayquaza. I'm just gonna say Rayquaza every day of the week. I've always said it that way. No stopping me at this point. I already pronounced so many other Pokemon wrong that what's the harm of one more? If you have a PlayStation 4, you can get all the Kingdom Hearts games. I have a PC and a Switch. Those are my options right now. Like, my family owns a PS4, but I'm never home to play it. You purposely pronounced Brion wrong? How do you pronounce it? Raikou. Let's see how bad we can butcher it. Say Brione. Say Brioni. Also still annoyed that Swords of Justice movie says Virizion. Because its name is literally derived from Viridian. See, like, you kind of are, like, I guess, supposed to take the movies, the canonical movies, as the canon pronunciation, but sometimes they say it really weirdly. And they're just... You gotta question if even they don't know. Like to say ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And I can get the first one. I don't know what... I'm trying to figure out what say goes to. I should know, but I don't know. Pronouncing it similar to Viridian sounds so much better. It really does. It does. It's the way that I read it when I first saw it. So you saw it when it first revealed, so you stick with that. I don't blame you. Like, because that's what happens in my head, is it takes a very significant and, like, explicit reason to change the name in my mind, for me to change it in my mind. Especially if it's a Pokemon that I've been saying the name that way for who even knows how long at this point. Like, at that point, what's the harm of continuing to say it how I've been saying it? Gruden and Kyogre. I like the image or like the meme that someone put together that was like, what autocorrect thinks of every Pokemon, or like of all the legendaries, and it was changing stuff like Groudon to Groupon, and I thought that was pretty high quality. I enjoyed reading all the different like autocorrect things of legendaries. In Kingdom Hearts, many characters have unique names. So when you hear how it's supposed to be, so you're like, oh, I've been saying it wrong for 10 years. Whoops. Have you ever done the, has anyone else ever done the thing where like when it is a name or it's a weird word that like you read for the first time and you're like, I don't know what that is, but like you read it and like you add in extra letters or you accidentally flip letters around, like that's the kind of thing you have to fix. Like if the pronunciation doesn't line up with the spelling, granted in English that doesn't matter much anyway, but that's a different topic. But like when you're saying something so wrong that you're like, oh wow, that doesn't even have, how do I even add an E in that? That doesn't have one. Like, yeah, have you guys ever done that? Because that's the kind of stuff that'll like absolutely fix. Pikachu, no replacements found. I mean, Pikachu is well enough known that it's probably in most autocorrect keyboards at this point. Groudon, Kyogre, the Hoenn Poke Rap. Oof. What's interesting is that, yeah, my keyboard doesn't like to, like, my phone keyboard doesn't like to type some Pokemon names, but, like, everything Google, like, software-wise, like Google Docs and stuff, it recognizes, like, a Pokemon name as a Pokemon name, and it, like, can tell you if it's typed wrong, and it'll tell you it's wrong unless you capitalize the first letter and stuff. Your mom and dad pronounce Tepig as T-Pig. Aw. Now I'm imagining, like, a pig shaped like a little tea kettle. As like a starter. It says it's wrong yet when you click on it, it says no replacement sound. Weird. Is it capitalized? Did you capitalize the P? Because if you didn't capitalize the P, if it knows Pikachu, it'll know that it's supposed to be capitalized. Capitalize it. That's weird then. It should count that as a word. Excuse me. I said I wasn't tired, but maybe I was wrong. Been here for 72 minutes. Proud. I'm so glad you've been able to be here the whole time, man. That is really awesome. It's really awesome. We got another, what, 48 minutes left? Hopefully. Hopefully, like I said, we can get the shiny in that time. It's really excited. Really excited to be able to get Uxie, and again, I want to get it today. It would be incredible if we could. Smaller streams are way better than bigger streams. No spam, no dumb messages, and more relaxed atmosphere. Love this channel. Glad you love it. I'll admit, I would love to become not a small stream at some point, but I've always said this, like, I'd love, personally, as, like, the channel owner and as the, like, streamer, of course I want to, like, I want it to get bigger. I want it to be, like, super successful and stuff. Like, that's part of, like, the fun of it and everything, is, like, having it kind of grow and all that. But at the same time, I absolutely enjoy these small streams. Like, they're really nice, and I agree, like, it's super chill. I can read everyone's messages. Like, even on days where it's super busy, I tend to at least be able to at least read a message or two from every person. You know, like, even back when our streams were big, those were 90-person streams, I was able to at least talk to most people. And yeah, so especially, like, the streams now, we have 7 people watching, maybe a message or two a minute. Like, they can be really chill. Really, really chill. It's nice on the days like this where I'm tired for no random reason. Miru, Zapdos, Norris, S'mores. It's almost like it's almost s'mores for Snorlax. Articuno, Zap 2, Mel 3. Oh no. Oh no. It makes sense, but it shouldn't. I guess it should be Mol 3, or Mol 3. Because Mel 3 makes me think of Melton. Dual type attacks would be cool. That might start getting complicated. Like, I feel like that could both be really complex and just cause issues, and also be really OP at the same time. Like, you end up with a dual attack. So one thing is, like, what about all the attack bonuses? If a dual type attack is used with a Pokemon that only has a single attack, like if only one type of the attack in Pokemon overlap, does it still get the attack bonus? And if both types overlap, does it, like, get a massive bonus or what? Like, it'd be cool. I think it'd be a cool concept, but at the same time, like, competitive's already got enough going for it to be confusing. Finally figured out how to use Discord. So join mine. Awesome! Awesome, BB. Glad to have you in the Discord. Yeah, so Discord is awesome. Glad you're there. Anyone who is in the chat now who isn't in the Discord, feel free to join. Absolutely would love to have you there. Also, as part of the Discord thing, if you become a member of the channel through the, like, button that should be right below the stream, right next to the sub button, unless you're on iPhone, then it's weird. I still need to actually add that link to the description here. But if you click that and become a member, which is like a paid subscription thing, you get access to the custom emotes on the channel, on the streams, the Rowlet badge like Juan and Cinder have, as well as access to a members-only Discord chat on the Discord server. Sad to say I have to go. Thanks for giving us cool streams. Goodbye and good luck. Alright, see you later, Batman, man. I'm glad you're able to be here for as long as you were, dude. Hope to see you again soon. I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your night. Hope to see you again on a Thursday. Best online battle was an Oricorio sweep. Nice. Nice. Can't become a member, unfortunately. Hey, that's all good, dude. That's all good. I'm just putting it out there for anyone who is interested. Yeah, because I totally understand. I totally understand. It is absolutely, like, not a necessary thing at all. Like, that's why, like, the streams aren't locked. The Discord itself isn't locked. Like, yeah, no. like there's not all that much that you end up missing out on with it. It's just like things that I want to give back to the people who support me that way, because you know it's a big thing. It's a big thing for them to do it. So yeah, I totally get that. Totally understand. Yeah, hopefully. Again, guys, hopefully we can get Uxie today. That is my goal. I wanna. It's been too long since we got a shiny on stream. Uxie's one that is I can confirm will be what we're hunting for. Like the last thing we got on stream was Mareep, and that was multiple weeks ago at this point. Just due to so many technical issues, I'd like for Uxie to kind of overcome that for us. So what I want to do once I've finished college, something with computer science. There isn't necessarily like a very like specific thing that I have in mind yet. For the most part, just something software development related. That's really all I can like say for sure, because that's like such a broad field inside that like I've only really touched on like the basics of a lot of different topics through classes. So it's like I'd love to try looking more at like AI stuff. That's something I've been interested in. I took like a single class on that. I'd like to look into it more, but there's also like just like app development, web development, all kinds of stuff, networking, all that kind of thing. Like I've touched on, and it's interesting, but it's just gonna be a matter of what ends up being like my job and what do I get the experience in. But it'll be computer science related no matter what. That's fair. Hope it goes well. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I need to start finding jobs soon. Start getting interviews and stuff, because it's coming up on It is coming up on graduation here in a couple months. Gonna try to go to college this year. That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. What are you thinking about majoring in, or do you have any idea on that at this point? Because I know plenty of people who have like started, or you know, like kind of like gone in not quite knowing what they were gonna do and end up switching, or they went in thinking they knew what they were doing and then it just ended up not being the thing. But like, do you have any like kind of idea of what you think you would like to do? gonna do video editing. Awesome. That'll be really cool. I need to, like, work on my skills as far as that goes. Even just basic cuts and stuff, like, I have to work on. Because I really need to get, like, stuff figured out as far as my own video editing. Part of the reason why I'm okay with live streams is because I don't have to edit them. The idea of it being full of me taking pauses and slipping up and ums and ahs and all that stuff is just part of it. So it's a whole different thing, and I've definitely noticed that. Like, it'll take me forever to put together like a 5-minute video from like start to finish, just because there's so much that goes into it compared to what goes into a 2-hour live stream, which is 2 hours of sitting here and streaming. I'm gonna break for a few minutes. Awesome. How's it going so far? You hate math? Oh no. Oh no. That's so good about live streams. Absolutely. Absolutely. The amount of like time spent producing the amount of content produced is way closer to 1-to-1 than with anything else, which, you know, that's definitely like kind of a fun part of it. It adds its own set of complexities of like, I can't take a break right now. Like, not saying I really want to take a break, you know? Like, it's like, I can't just walk away for 5 minutes, come back, and then stream another 5 minutes. I could. That'd be really weird. As opposed to, like, when I'm recording, if I get, like, really hot or I need to, like, step away, I can come back, and it's like, it cuts out, and it's whatever. But at the same time, yeah, the editing that goes along with it, the script writing, all that stuff, being entertaining without bouncing it off of other people, can be weird. Yo, Andy, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. I'm a college student, right? Yep. What's my major? My major is computer science. I am a senior in a computer science major. I kind of figured I wanted to do comp sci because I knew I wanted to do stuff that involved like engineering and robotics and stuff like that when I was a kid. Like, that's what I really, really loved. But after some incidents with building robots, I was like, nope, I'm gonna sit behind a computer from now on. And that is when I became a programmer. Stuff you've forgotten from past math tests. Oof. Stuff from past math tests, from past math classes that you've forgotten. It happens. It really, really happens. It doesn't stop happening either. I had a class called Discrete Structures, which was also called Discrete Mathematics, that, like, the whole idea of it was writing proofs and taking, like, half a page, if not a whole page, to explain why an even number plus an even number equals another even number. You know, like, that's the level, like, you have to, like, write out, well, you know, now that we know this, and we know this, given that we know these things, we can say that this happens, which means that, you know, when these two things happen, like, you basically just these two things happening twice, and that's why it's this. And it's a lot. It's a lot of stuff, and like, it'll just be randomly like, you're like trying to figure out, how do I prove this one thing, and it's, oh yeah, that one random thing my math teacher mentioned once in 10th grade, offhandedly during another unit. Like, that's the level of just, you're never gonna remember all the math. Forgot almost all of Algebra 1 and 8th grade math, and back further. And they really do want to test you on everything, though. That's for sure. Lewis, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, dude. Yeah, like, they'll go forward a whole bunch with your math, and they'll also go backwards a whole bunch. Because I remember I initially took, like, the ACT, not to count, but, like, just as a, hey, you can take it and see what it's like. Like, so I took the ACT in, like, 7th grade. And I got, gosh, what'd I get on it? Like a 28 or something. It was way higher than I should have gotten. I was I didn't know what the grade meant, but it was something that would have gotten me into many schools. It wasn't, like, quite, like, top-notch, but it was like, hey, you actually passed this. And it was because, like, so much of it was, I had already learned, like, so much of it was middle school math, for sure. All you have stuck in your brain currently is geometry. Yeah, there's a little bit more than that on there. Probably some trig and whatnot. Yo, Legendary Tyler, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, dude. What's up? Not much, not much. I was able to get my computer fixed. It was busted as of like an hour before the stream started. I was able to get it fixed. The computer turned on. I was so happy. So glad to be streaming. Hopefully, I'm still hoping we get a Uxie in the next 30 minutes. I really, really want to get it today. A simple trig that you can do. Yeah, I mean, really, really basic stuff with, like, Pythagorean theorem and stuff, I imagine, isn't super difficult. Once you start getting into the, like, ridiculous levels of math, or, like, the ridiculous levels of trig, like, all the inverse and arc signs and everything like that, no, I can't do. I don't touch that anymore. I have computers and calculators that do it for me, and that's how it's gonna stay. I can program something to do it because, hey, there's functions and programs that do it. It's not something that I need to like handwrite anymore. Can you get my friend code? Absolutely, it is in the Discord. Because I can't like add people on the fly right now, I can't exactly just give it in chat and have you guys type yours because it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. Like, I have to add you back. So if you go in the Discord, there's a chat called Trading and Stuff. Post your friend code there. Mine is in a pinned message, and I will add your friend code as soon as I can. Gotta go. Alright, see you later, Vanillix. Best of luck. What was my favorite class in school? So that's a tough one. That is a really tough one, because it kind of depends on the class. Like, there are some classes where I loved the teacher, but the subject wasn't my favorite. Or I loved the subject, and it just, something didn't click that semester, and it's hard. A lot of time I spent in my engineering classes, I spent working on robots and working on coding, so I enjoyed those. Those were good times. My, like, favorite teacher, all of high school, was my math teacher. She was, like, my math teacher from 10th grade to 12th grade, and, like, the whole class kind of got off on a rough start, because, like, everything was just, she didn't like teaching that subject, she didn't like teaching at that time, and there were people in the class who kind of made it a rough class, but as soon as, like, we got to the next year, and it was when she wanted to teach it, it was what she wanted to teach, and it had kind of weeded out some of the, like, more trouble students. She was, like, the best teacher I ever had. And it was for, like, ABBC calculus and stuff. So it was good. You can't use Discord? Oh, I'm sorry, man. We like Shinies Segalio. I'd love to be able to actually hunt for it, but we can't as it stands. Always found math a hard subject. I always enjoyed math. Granted, that was, like, what my brain did. I'm awful when it comes to, like, writing or, like, literature or anything like that. Like, I just, like, any kind of, like, more subjective or, you know, creative stuff, not me. Not me. Give me math, give me logic, give me science, I'm okay with that. Even science, don't give me science experiments, just tell me about science and how it existed. I'm cool with that. And engineering and stuff, but, like, I don't know, I always just love the logic side of stuff, you know? I loved the teachers in your favorite class, but hated the teachers in your least favorite classes. So that's the thing, like, that's where it's like, there could be a subject that I really enjoyed or was really interested in that just had an awful teacher, and that makes the class not fun. That makes the class not good, and it definitely makes it my least favorite class. But it's one of those things where it's like, when a class where, like, I really loved the teacher, but the subject wasn't my absolute favorite, does that outweigh a class where I like the subject and the teacher's okay? You know? Like, because I had some of those where it was just like, it was overall okay. Not the most memorable of experience. It wasn't life-changing. It wasn't, like, some class that I didn't not look forward to them, but, like, a great example is of, like, I didn't enjoy the subject, but I love the teachers. Like, hey, math I like, and I had one of my favorite teachers there. Another one of my favorite teachers was an English teacher. I was not a fan of English. I didn't like, I wasn't a big fan of doing, like, you know, like, book reports or writing essays or anything like that. Nah, just, like I said, just give me math, let me do math, let me write code, and I'm happy. But, like, one of my favorite teachers, because he's just such a great guy all around as well, was, like, English. So, like, I looked forward to that class because of him, but at the same time I was also like, oh no, I don't want to do the subject, you know? So, like, that's kind of the, it's like, I have my favorite teachers, and it mostly lines up with my favorite classes, but at the same time, like, some part of the class is also just like, It's weird. It's weird to like think back. It's also been 3 years now, so everything kind of starts to blend together, and I'm thinking back, and I'm like, what class did I have when? It's like trying to think about what teachers I had for stuff, you know? The more we enjoy something, the better we perform, and the better the results. Absolutely, absolutely. Like, I also had classes where I really loved the subject, and it like got ruined because I had a bad teacher one year. And like I totally lost enjoyment for it and fell out of the subject entirely. Like that's happened to me before. That's even happened a couple times in college where like I go into a class and I'm like, this is gonna be really interesting, I'm gonna love it. Like it's something that I really want to learn. I know it'll be useful in the future as well as it's something I've thought about in the past. And the professor's just awful. It's not a fun time, and you very quickly lose interest in that. Where like I could also have a class where it's obvious the professor cares, like we might not necessarily see eye to eye as much, but like he cares. It's obvious that like he's very into the topic, and it just makes you want to be more into it, you know? Yeah. Exactly, Suicune. Like it's like you can love it and not have a great professor or a great teacher, and it just makes it bad, like because you don't want to deal with the teacher. But then the teacher can also just make a subject you're not interested in good. So yeah, it totally swings both ways there for sure. So yeah, I definitely feel like the teacher has more to do with the favorites, like what's your favorite class, than like the subject does. There's a little bit of that in there, but it's definitely more dependent on like I might not like this class and what we do in it, but the teacher's great, you know. So yeah, I'd definitely say it's probably between the two I mentioned, my like math class or my English class that year that were like my favorite, just because of the teachers. Good example for you is geography and French. Geography teacher was amazing and it makes you love the subject, but your French teacher was really bad and you hated French. Yeah. No, absolutely. Like, it's not that you don't like French, it's just like you didn't like that class, and your experience with it wasn't great, and if you're not learning very effectively, then yeah, no, I totally get that. It makes total sense. Yo, Summer Girl Gamer, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? What up? Not much, not much. Hoping to find Uxie here today. We got 20 minutes left. 20 minutes to find ourselves this shiny Late Guardian so we can get that much closer to being at the halfway point. We need this and one more shiny to be at the halfway point for our legendary hunt. So I'm hoping, I'm very, very hopeful that we can finish all of them by the time that Generation 8 comes out here in, you know, what, like 9 months now? So we got some time, but we still have like 20 shinies to find, I think. Like how Charmander's still wearing the hat. Charmander will wear the hat until Charmander's not on the screen anymore. That much I can promise. Doing great, you're at school, but no teacher in the class. Oh no, I don't know if I should hope the teacher shows up or not, because I mean, if you're getting the free period, that's awesome. I wonder where the teacher is. If the teacher doesn't show up in 15 minutes, you're allowed to leave. It depends. It depends on the school. Usually that's only a college thing, but it's a legit thing. That's happened to me before. It happened to me last semester where, like, we all sat around, and after 15 minutes, we all stood up and left. And then, like, 3 minutes later, we all get an email from the professor, like, oh, class is, like, canceled today. It's like, you could have told us this 20 minutes ago, at least. Like, there are people who traveled, like, an hour to come to class. And they're just like, no class. Have a play, practice, and you're just here chilling with your friends. Okay, well, that's cool, man. That's fun. Glad you're able to hang out with some friends and stuff. That's so bad. He came close to it a couple times. Usually he either sent the email before we all already had left, or he, like, showed up after, like, 10 minutes. But he was regularly late. Like, you could just count. It was, you guess a number between 5 and 10, and that was, like, usually the amount, like, that was the range of time that he was usually late per class. It was kind of ridiculous, if we're being real. But, you know, sometimes it happens. That's just the way it is. Fortunately, I wasn't like some of the other people who were in that class, because some of the people who were in the class, like, you know, they didn't have a class right before it, or they didn't have, like, that was the only class they had that day, so they, like, came to campus or stayed on campus for, like, for hours, specifically for this class, and it was just, like, 5 minutes before it started, no class today. So that was frustrating for so many people. It wasn't as bad for me. I had a class, like, right before it, so I just only, like, you know, oh, I left 10 minutes later than I thought I would, but it happens. This is one way to spend time in a live stream. This is for sure one way to spend time in a live stream. I'm glad you're able to be here. Hope that doesn't happen to you when you start. I doubt it will. Most of the time, like, most of my issues with professors that have been like that have been in classes that are, like, closer to graduation or, like, further into the major. You know, for the most part, where it's, like, a lot more specialized, and, like, these guys might not be there. Like, one of the big things, especially with a lot of majors, a lot of, like, engineering type majors, is a lot of times they're at the schools not to teach, but to research. Like, they're there to do research. They don't necessarily want to be teaching. So you have all those kind of issues with it, where, like, they're not interested in doing it. So, like, they'll just not do it as much as they can. And that's kind of the situation. This was, like, always busy with some meeting with someone else, instead of the meeting with all of his students. So, like, you usually only see that later on in the major, once it's kind of specialized a bit. Didn't know that. Yeah, so, I mean, like, it's usually the only thing with the engineering major, so if you're doing video editing, like, film editing and stuff, you probably are going to have professors who are, like, way more dedicated to it and are way more punctual and are actually there on time. Great that I say this, I did have my music appreciation class, which, because, like, you had to have a fine arts of some kind. My music appreciation class, it was, like, only 2 days a week already, so it was already a class that didn't happen that often, and, like, every other class, the guy canceled it. To his credit, he never showed up late, or never, like, announced it way too late for anyone to prepare. It was usually, like, days in advance. Excuse me. I think he was late one time, and it was because of, like, some completely unforeseen issue. Which is, you know, like, that's acceptable. Like, over however many months that we spent meeting or whatever, like, yeah, you're gonna have some classes where you're gonna have something come up at some point. That just happens. That, you know, I'm fine with that. But it was like every other class, he was like, oh, I have this other meeting I already had planned. At least, like, he gave notice of it. But still, it was like, okay. So I just kept forgetting that class existed. Never missed any days, but kept forgetting. Because that was a problem. It was like, we had class Monday. That was it. You know? Starting to get a shiny Ralts for a shiny Gallade. You're making a shiny Wally team. Hope you're able to get it. Hope you're able to get it. I'm trying to get my Ralts too. I'm hoping that it'll show up here in the next like 40 something encounters. Because we're getting close. We're almost to full odds on Ralts. And we're past odds on Uxie here. Past odds, do you have the Shiny Charm? Yes, I do. I do have the Shiny Charm for Uxie. You might not think it, since Regice happened, but I do have the charm in both games. Or in both of my use-some games. Gotta go, gotta have your battery. Peace. Alright, see you later, Summer Girl Gamer. Thank you for tuning into the stream. It was good to see you again. I hope to see you again soon. And best of luck with your, what was it? With your play stuff? Yeah, play practice. Best of luck with that. By the way, do you want me to draw... Do I want you to draw a Pokemon Fusion? Sure, sure. I'm trying to think of what Pokemon, though. Sure. Yo, Sydney, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Just want to say that you're level 18 in Pokemon Go, but you ran out of Pokeballs again. Oh, no! Oh, no. I hope you're able to find a place where you're able to, like, get a bunch of them, though. Because, like, yeah, you're kind of in that situation where I feel like I'm going to be in after I graduate, and I'm no longer around several hundred Pokestops all the time. Of, like, yeah, once there's not level up happening, you kind of don't have a way to get resources if there's no stops anywhere. I'll do my best to send a gift today if I haven't already sent one. Hopefully it has items in it that are useful. Done with the practice test. Congrats, Vanillix. How was it, dude? Stuff you'd never even learn. Sometimes that is the case on them. Like, that's not even like, well, you just didn't learn it for, like, well, your teacher didn't teach you it. That stinks. It's like, sometimes they do put stuff on there that, like, they expect you not to know. They expect you to get it wrong. To see, like, how you'll attempt, like, if you, like, just kind of as a bonus almost to people who do know it or people who do get it right. That would surprise me. That would be awesome. That'd be awesome. Definitely surprise me with that. With about 5 minutes drive from a downtown area with 12 stops and 2 gyms. But it's rainy right now, so you didn't want to go walking around. I get that. I get that. Did you participate in the community day at all? But yeah, no, I totally get that. Because I had to go hit up gyms as far as a, I'd hit up gyms for like for a daily field research thing. But yeah, I'd like... it wasn't bad, but like none of the gyms I usually hit up were hittable. Like they were either under raid or they were like already my team, so I couldn't battle them. So I had to go like drive to find some gyms that were just miserable. Community day? Yeah, so like monthly they'll have a community day where one Pokemon spawns a whole bunch, like basically from, I forget what the exact times, isn't it? I forget what the times are. It's like 11 to 2 Pacific time is what they always list it as, I think. I may be wrong. I may be way off on that. But yes, they like list it from 11 to 2, so it's like 3 hours on one day that's called Community Day. That one specific Pokemon that they tell you about in advance spawns a whole bunch, as well as spawning with its shiny form way more often. Like this Saturday was Swinub. So like, there's a whole bunch of Swinub and a whole bunch of shiny Swinub. But yeah, so that was the reason you got Swinub was Community Day. When it's finished, you can post it on Discord or Twitter. Either one's fine. Definitely feel free. Post it in the... Either one's fine. I would recommend Discord, though. I check it more often. As well as, I guess, more people would be able to actually see it there. None of these classes you have taken yet. I mean, if it's a prep course, like, you have time at least. You have time to go and, like, relearn it. Or not relearn it, but, like, to figure out, okay, well, they kind of had this on it. I should try learning that. Hardcore trig, Algebra 2 stuff, and big calculus stuff. Hardcore trig is always rip. I am not a fan. Good luck. Well, thank you, Michael. How are you doing? How are you doing today, Michael? I feel like I may have read that already, but I also wasn't sure. Just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anyone by accident. And guys, we got 8 minutes here. I really want to get Uxie today. I want to get it here in the next couple minutes. But, ugh. We'll just have to see. You've never learned most of this. I think you can get away with taking a nap and ordering a late night pizza. Would you probably sleep through dinner? I think you can get away with it. I almost missed you. I almost missed you. I got you though. I got you. Gotcha. You'll be good, Vanillix. You'll be good. You're taking this prep course. Like I said, you're taking the prep course. It's gonna like give you an idea of what's on it. It might honestly be easier. Like sometimes the tests are way easier. I took the SAT twice, which it's different than the ACT. I took the ACT once, and like the content can shift around, like because they never want to give the same test a whole bunch of times. Sleep through dinner and just go to McDonald's and toss your diet aside. No, that would be no good. That'd be no go. Granted, I had McDonald's last night, so I can't like judge or really tell you what to do at all. Don't follow my example in any way. Yo, Chicken Overlord, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? No, he's studying for the SAT, or for the ACT. I'm just saying when I took the SAT, they're similar in the sense of like, they're similar in senses, you know? Like, just the way that they're standardized tests for the same kind of thing. I'm gonna be iced for the next day or two. Iced in, oh no! I'm sorry, dude, that is rip. That is oof. That is very big oof. Sorry to hear it, man. Hope you're able to stay safe. Hope, you know, nothing too serious ends up happening. I hope you don't end up actually being iced in for 2 whole days. Love math. Math is great. I like math. Not even sarcastically. Can't walk anyway because of your cast, so it's not that bad. Hey, I mean, at least, you know, at least if both of them are happening and they cause the same thing. Like, it's almost like just one of them's happening. He's concerned about power going out. I feel ya. I get that, I get that. There have been times where our power was knocked out for like a week, if not more, because of ice storms and stuff. You're being sarcastic. I figured. So that's why I wanted to clarify my statement of actually liking math. It's your Achilles heel. And everyone has it. For me, it's definitely writing. Charging and switching 3DS. Yeah, get every battery you can possibly, like, charge any battery that you possibly can. Having a flashlight ready too. Good plan. Good plan. Then to keep in mind with the ACT math section is that there's only a limited amount of types of questions they can ask. Practice test is your best bet. Yep. Writing, pff, easy. Nah. I will always and forever struggle at writing. That's the biggest. It's one of the biggest holdbacks on the like videos and stuff. Is I cannot write. I can't write scripts. I can't write stories. No, just not me. Had no weak spots on the ACT because you're awesome and humble. ACT I was okay on. ACT I was actually pretty okay on. SAT still had the writing section when I took it, so like that was awful. It was like, hey, like if you looked at my score without the writing section, it was like a 1410 out of 1600, which is pretty solid. It's a pretty solid score. It was like almost a perfect math score and a above average like English score or reading score, whatever it was, whatever the other section of it is. And then the writing section was like a 550, which is like not even passing. So whenever I told people about it, ACD also has a writing section though. Not in the same way. Why is writing so hard for people? I mean, I could say the same thing about math. It's just people's brains work differently. Bad at writing too, don't feel bad. Her writer's block. I just don't know where to get started. I don't know where to end. I don't know how to do the middle. It's just never been my thing. Math is way more confusing. Writing is so much more confusing to me. Math has a black and white answer. Something is right and something is wrong. That's my thing. My brain works like in absolutes more than anything. Like it's like I need something to be right. I need something to be logically wrong. Like if I have a way to figure it out and like I can like think about, well, this, if I can logic through it, then it works. But I can't do that with writing, especially not like coming up with something new. Because then there's like no roadmap at all. Yo, Pika-san, what's going on? Welcome to stream. You're doing a Ruby sleep lock because you soft locked Yellow last night. How'd you soft lock it, man? I know you mentioned that, but like, how do you end up actually like soft locking it? Alex Muse. Oh yeah, you mentioned this 6 times on Kangaskhan locked into rage. Oh my god. Alright guys. We're gonna do one more Uxie encounter here for the night, and then we'll be wrapping up the stream. I'm so glad we were actually able to do a stream. Even if there is no shiny, ultimately I really wanted to get it, but like ultimately we were able to stream. That's more than I thought we were gonna be able to do. So here we go. Let's see. Final encounter of the night. I do have some things I gotta do tonight. We've been going for 2 hours. So here we go. Final encounter. You can see the end of the stream. I'm so glad we actually have an end of the stream. It seems like my current Wi-Fi antenna new setup worked pretty well, but let's do one more Ember encounter here, guys. Shiny, please. Unfortunately, there wasn't a shiny. But alright, guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning into the stream. Thank you everyone that liked, anyone that subscribed. We almost got up to 2,400 subs. Hopefully we can do that on Thursday, or even before Thursday. That'd be really dope. But yeah, so thank you again, guys. Thank you to everyone who tuned in, and I will see you guys all again next time.